What is going on, Bolt Nation, and welcome to another Destiny 2 video. In today's video, I'm going to teach you guys what is the fastest way to level up and reach the max power level of 300 in Destiny 2. But before we get started, I do want to say thank you guys for the massive support you guys showed on this channel. You guys are extremely amazing. I love you, Bolt Nation. And if you're not part of the Bolt Nation, make sure you hit that sub button to become part of the Bolt Nation and represent. Guys, let's try to get this video to 500 likes, and let's get started. Now, you're probably wondering, what is the point of reaching high max light level? Remember that the raid will launch a week after, and if you're like me, a hardcore player, you're going to want to be ready for when the raid releases, because not only you're going to want to earn the best loot possibly within the game, but you also want to be able to complete the high tier echelon of activities that the game allows you to do. Now, the faster you hit light level, the more faster it's going to allow you to not only farm for materials so you can level up certain gear, but it's also going to allow you to create multiple characters that will go ahead and allow you to complete multiple times the raid, nightfalls, and all that stuff. But let's go ahead and talk about what is the fastest way to level up in Destiny 2. One of the first things we're going to be doing when trying to hit max light level is, of course, hitting the first level 20 threshold. Now, level 20 will allow you to go ahead and start working on your power levels. In order for you to achieve the power to level 20, you're going to want to complete the whole story mission. This should probably get you roughly, depending on how you play, at least to level 17, level 18, around that time. Once you hit level 20, you guys are good to go to start the grind till your power level goes up. So here's where things get a little bit interesting, because knowing what to do is going to be crucial for you to be able to actually hit that high threshold of the power level. Once you hit level 20, you're going to want to start working on your power level. In order for you to start working on your power level, you're going to want to do the following. You're going to want to do strikes, public events, lost sectors, and adventures, and of course PvP. Make sure you go to each vendor and collect the bounties. Now, keep in mind that there's going to be milestones that you're going to be able to do here as well, so make sure you sort out which milestones you want to complete and which milestones you don't want to complete at the current state, because this is going to be very detrimental and very crucial for you to hit that max light level. Any milestone that requires you to do a thing like 5 times, let's say complete a strike 5 times, you're going to want to go ahead and only do 4 of those and not complete the 5th one. And you're going to want to follow me on this one. That's only for those type of milestones. But other than that, if you have bounties to complete, like maybe do a public event and stuff like that, make sure you guys work on your bounties, because bounties will allow you to hit that higher power level, and you should be working your way around this time. So while you're doing public events, lost sectors, strikes, and all that good stuff, there's going to be engrams dropping. You're going to want to go ahead and start decrypting those, activating the gear. The cool thing about Destiny 2 now is that you don't have to be equipping the highest light level gear. The game will already know what your highest light level gear is, and it will give you one based on that high light level gear. So do keep that in mind. Also, one thing I want to let you guys know, when you guys are doing public events, sometimes they'll tell you to go visit a vendor. Make sure you go visit a vendor before you continue, so you guys can go ahead and get that engram or get that piece of gear and then continue throughout the progression. Once you hit level 260, which is the threshold you should hit, is when you need to start working and being very smart on how you get past the 260 threshold. Because the 260, that's going to be the easy step to actually get to. But once you go from 260 to 280 to 290 to 300, then that's when things become a little bit tricky. Once you hit 280, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go ahead and turn in the edge milestones that you have. Remember, prior to this, I said that if you have bounties like complete 5 strikes and you just edge them out to 4, or complete 10 crucible matches, you edge those out. This is the time where you're going to want to complete these and turn these in, because this is going to reward you some really good gear. Once you do this, it should probably, once you complete all your milestones, you should probably be roughly like around 270, 268 at least, in order for you to be progressing throughout this time. What I would recommend is, if you're not 270 at least by the time you complete all the milestones, grind a little bit more of the strikes, and you should be able to hit that 270 fairly quickly. Now, once you are 270, now is the time to complete the hardest stuff of the raid, which is the Nightfall and the Flashpoint. So if you guys don't know what the Nightfall is kind of like a hard, kind of like a mini raid where it's a strike, but it has some modifiers that you're supposed to. It's a very difficult thing to do if you're playing it solo. Even when you're playing it with people, if people are on a high light level, it becomes very difficult. Next up, you're going to want to go ahead and complete the Flashpoints. Flashpoints is a new thing that got introduced to Destiny. It's basically a public event with a Nightfall reward, but you're going to have to know how to trigger these Flashpoints in order for you to activate the heroic mode. Of course, this is your #1 channel, and I'll tell you guys how to complete those Flashpoints, how to activate the heroic mode. So make sure you guys hit that sub so you guys can know exactly how to do it. Once you complete the Nightfall and you completed the Flashpoints, you should probably be like around 280 around that time. That's where the things get a little bit of difficulty, because going out from 280 to 290 to 300, this is when things get intriguing. Now, knowing how to do this and how to play this is going to be a key factor. Now, I'm going to give you guys 2 options. One option is going to be for the hardcore player. The other option is going to be for the tentative player who just wants to level up one character and not have to worry about, running out of resources when it comes to leveling up weapons. Because that's another thing that becomes very difficult within Destiny, is you get gear and you're not able to level it up, and you're like, dang it, man, I should have just farmed more resources. And of course, if you guys want to know how to farm resources, definitely this is your #1 channel to do so. So basically, this is the time you're going to have to decide, once your character's like at least 280, 278, around that time, you're going to want to decide, should I go ahead and create a new character and level that character to level 20, transfer my gear, and work on that character, and then do the Nightfall, do the flashpoints? Or do I want to go ahead and just stay in one character and start farming for loot? Now remember, you only have a week to actually do the raid, so depending on how much time you have to play the game, this is going to determine which decision you make. Me personally, I'm just going to create another character and farm my way through the Nightfall flashpoint, and then do another character, farm my way through the Nightfall and the flashpoint, to be at least 300 by the time the raid gets launched. So after doing all 3 characters, you should be very close to max power level, which is 300, and that is the fastest way you're able to hit max power level 300 in Destiny 2. Now, of course, this is for really hardcore players. If you are not a hardcore player and you just want to take your time, then just regular progression would work as well. But this is for people who want to go ahead and be ready for when the raid comes out. But I want to know from you guys, if you did play D1, how long did it take you to hit max light level? If you're new to Destiny, please let me know in the comments section down below. I hope you enjoyed the video and found it informative. Now, if you did, please remember to help me out by liking the video, and most importantly, sharing the video with your friends. If you want to stay up to date with all things gaming, make sure you hit that sub button. And if you want to get in touch with me and stay informed on the latest things that are happening in the channel, the best way is to hit me up on Twitter at GFLaserbolt. The link is down below, and also follow me on Twitch. If you would like to support the channel, you can always join the Laser Nation by supporting us via Patreon. Once again, the link is also down below. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys on the next video.